Hey guys, NS Productions 8104 here, and today we have a different kind of video. Today we're going to do a roster video of all my locomotives that I have in my collection as of April of 2026. So, let's get started. First off here, this is the Scale Trains ET44AH with ESU Locksound V5 installed. This is a completely factory unit. I've done nothing besides replace the couplers with some Katy whiskers. Ignore the loudmouth. Anyway, next up, we got an Genesis SD70 ACE. This has been converted to Locksound V5 with LED lighting. The only thing this engine is missing is some lit number boards, which I don't know how I'm going to do with these number boards. So, until I can get a 3D printer and probably 3D print my own, they're going to stay unlit. The next two units are two Scale Trains C40-9s. Both of these units are factory, except for this one here, which I added a sill stripe to. But besides that, both of these are factory. I've replaced the couplers. But both of these are factory painted, and they both have ESU Locksound V5 installed with all the lighting and features of Locksound. Next unit is an Genesis SD70 ACE. This is from the latest run of Norfolk Southern units, which was about 2 years ago. This is the updated tooling with the lit number boards. This has got all LED lighting pre-installed from the factory. And the only thing I did was I converted it to Locksound V5. The next two units up are my two Scale Trains C44-9Ws, both painted in the Norfolk Southern horsehead scheme. Both of these units are factory. The only thing I've done to these units is I've installed KD couplers on the front and rears. Next unit, which is 7312, is an Genesis 2.0 SD70 ACU. This locomotive originally came with TCS Tsunamis, not TCS, came with Soundtrack Tsunami 2. It has since then has been converted to Locksound V5. It has all factory lighting, including lit number boards, headlights, ditch lights, and all LED lighting installed. Next unit up is another Genesis SD80 Mac this time. This unit has been converted to Locksound V5, and I also reworked the ditch lights because these units were notorious for coming with very dim ditch lights because of the light piping design. Next unit up is a custom ES44 AC numbered 8106. This is a former Bachmann unit. This was the former Bachmann Lehigh Valley Heritage unit. This locomotive has been updated with updated details, added details such as grab irons going up the nose, and lit number boards and all LED lighting. This engine is equipped with a Digitrax 126 decoder. Next up is an Genesis SD70. This is a factory unit, except this has been converted to Locksound V5 and lit front number boards. This engine is currently down, though, due to the fact it needs a new motor. The rear number boards, while this engine is going to be down, is going to be reworked to be lit. So that will be my next little project for this locomotive. Next up, this is Norfolk Southern 8108. This is another ES44 AC. This is an Intermountain unit. This is a factory painted unit. This locomotive is equipped with ESU Lokpilot V4. This engine has had updated lighting, front and rear in terms of front and rear ditch lights, reworked headlights, reworked number boards. This engine needs just walkway lights and ditch lights to be completed up to my modern standards. This engine will be eventually converted to Locksound V5. Same thing with the Bachmann ES44. Next up, this is an Genesis ES44 DC. This locomotive originally came with Tsunami 1 sound, and it has been updated to Locksound V5 and all LED lighting. The front ditch lights have been replaced with detail parts. Besides that, it's pretty much a factory unit besides KD couplers. Last, in terms of the regular NS road power, here we have a Kato AC44C6M. This is a custom kit bash I bought off of Facebook a couple years ago. Since buying it, I have completely stripped it back down to bare bones, reworked all the details, and have redone everything on this unit. This unit is currently equipped with an ESU Lokpilot, and it has all LED lighting, including ditch lights, lit number boards, headlight, walkway lights, and the last thing this locomotive needs is truck lights, which will be the next little detail part. On to specialty/heritage units. The first one here needs no introduction. This is in Scale Trains ES44AC, painted up as the Lehigh Valley Heritage Unit. This locomotive is very special to me because it was my first Heritage Unit I ever saw. So hence why the channel is named BNSF Productions 8104. The only thing this unit is factory. I've replaced it with KD knuckle couplers. The only thing I plan on doing to this unit eventually is replacing the BTC antenna with the original GPS dome. Next up is an Athearn Genesis SD60E. This locomotive has been converted to Locksound V5 and I have redone the LEDs in the headlights because the original LED was too dim. So that's the only thing done to this unit. Besides that, this unit is stock. The next two units need no introduction as well. These are both Scale Trains ES44 ACs. One is in the Interstate Heritage scheme, the other one is in the original Norfolk Southern scheme. Once again, these units are stock, but minus the fact that they've been equipped with KD couplers. And once again, I also plan on converting these units to put their original GPS dome and antennas on to make them look as original due to the fact I modeled when they were brand new. Next up is my only Ace Heritage unit. This is Norfolk Southern 1066. This is the New York Central Heritage unit. This locomotive was bought used from trains.com with ESU Locksound V5 already pre-installed. The only thing I have done to this unit is added truck lights. Besides that, this unit is a beautiful runner. Eventually, it would be getting a scale sound system speaker installed, and I'm going to be adding working walkway lights to my ENDs. The next two units need no introduction. Both of these have been long-time members of the channel. On the left is the Intermountain ES44AC, number 8102, the Pennsylvania Heritage Unit. This locomotive was equipped with Locksound V4 out of the factory, but that decoder unfortunately burnt up, so now it has a Locksound V5 in it. All the LEDs have been reworked in both the front and the rear in terms of and number boards, and it even has added walkway lighting. The only plans I have left for this unit is to replace this fax speaker with the scale sound system speaker and fix some of the other broken details like the MU cable cluster there on the left. Next up is a Bachmann ES44AC. This is the Southern Railway Heritage Unit. This is one of the first two DCC sound units I had in my entire collection. Since then, this unit has been upgraded with separate apply grab irons going up the nose. I chopped off the original number boards and added lit Kato number boards that you could have bought but are no longer in stock from the Kato parts website. This engine had Locksound V5 in it, keyword had, but due to the fact that it's got a burnt motor, I took the decoder out and installed it in NS1100. So that way that unit can run. Since buying it, that unit has had 0 track time. So I converted it and now it's gotten a lot of track time. So this engine will be getting a new decoder, and before that happens though, it's also going to get custom handrails across the entire thing and rework ditch lights. I'm going to rework a lot of the details on this unit to bring it up to more of my modern standards. Last engine here is another engine that needs no introduction. This is a Scale Trains AC44C6M. This is from the first run, and this is the class leader of 4000. This unit is stock from the factory minus the KD couplers. This locomotive will be hopefully paired eventually with its sister, the 4001. Hopefully Scale Trains will announce that unit here in the next run or two. That'd be great to have the matching pair for these two, especially considering the fact the era I modeled, these were brand new out of the rebuild shops. So that'd be really nice to have the set. So that is all my NS road power. Now we're going to go to the local switcher power. First two units here are both SD40Es. The unit on the left is an Athearn RTR SD50 that's been converted to an SD40E with detailed parts from CMR products. This unit is equipped with a Locpilot V5. It's got lit number boards, working headlights, and ditch lights, and I'll be adding ground lights eventually. The unit to the right of it is a Walthers Mainline SD50 that's been converted, once again, to an SD40E. This one was converted to 6301. This one also has lit number boards and working headlight and ditch lights. This is equipped with a Soundtrax mobile decoder 8 function. Next, we have another engine that needs no introduction in my fleet. This is a Scale Trains SD40-2 with the Norfolk Southern Admiral cab on it. This engine is completely stock minus the KD couplers and also some replacement grills from Plano Parts. So, besides that, this is a beautiful running and sounding locomotive. This is equipped with Locksound V5. Next up is NS3407. This is a Intermountain SD40-2 former Conrail unit with the correct Flexicoil trucks. This unit I bought as a Conrail unit and it was stripped and repainted to the horsehead scheme as it appeared during my era. This unit is equipped with a Locpilot V4 and eventually will be getting equipped with Locksound V5. Any of my locomotives that I have in my collection here will be getting upgraded to Locksound V5. That is the decoder of standard I have chosen due to the fact I buy a lot of scaled trains. And now with Rapido announcing the SD70 Max, might have to pick up a couple of those for the price, and those will be up to modern standards of my fleet as well as just industry standards. All right, the next two units here are very unique and some of my most favorite project engines I have had in my entire fleet. Both of these are Athearn Blue Blocks SD40-2s that have been upgraded with cannon nose, sub-bases, cabs, fans, and rear long hood face. The one on the left is modeled after NS3452, the last Snoot nose on their roster before it was retired in 2025 to be rebuilt to an SD40-3 within Norfolk Southern Admiral cab. Next is Norfolk Southern 3558. This is a former Burlington Northern unit. Both of these engines have got lit number boards front and rear, working headlights, rear lights, and ditch lights. And both of these are equipped with Locpilot V5s. Last but certainly not least is NS5618. This is a Bachmann GP38-2 that has also been upgraded with a cannon nose, cab, sub base, and fans, as long as a cannon rear long hood face. This engine is equipped with a Digitrax decoder. I cannot remember what it is, but it's got a bunch of added details, and it has turned out to be one of my favorite kit bash projects I've done. Eventually, I will be getting more parts to do a GP40-2 and bring it up to the same standards as this GP38. This engine looks magnificent, and I really am looking forward to doing another one. Eventually, I would like to have a quartet of these Bachmann units. I love these Bachmann units. They're cheap. You can find these relatively cheap. I bought this unit $100 with DCC on board from a friend of mine. And with a little bit of work, you can make it into a gorgeous looking model, and they run pretty dang good for a Bachmann. This is a modern Bachmann with the dual flywheel chassis inside, and it's full of weight, so there's plenty of weight for it to be a puller. You'll be losing some though once I put DCC sound in it. All right, next after this, we'll go to my CSX locomotives. So let's go to those real quick. Next railroad we're going to talk about is CSX Transportation. I have 4 locomotives from CSX. My first one here is a Scale Trains AC4400CW. This is from the original run that they did, and this unit is stock. It's going to stay as is. The only thing that's going to happen to it is going to get a little bit of light weathering done to it. The next 3 need no introductions. They've been on my channel for a long time, and these were my first 3 Scale Trains locomotives ever purchased. These are the CSX Pride in Service locomotives. You got the Veterans Unit, 1776, the Police Unit, 3194, and then the First Responders, 911. These 3 have been in my collection since 2021, and they will not be leaving my collection. I have a personal connection to all 3 of these units. If you guys have been on the channel for a while, you know, so I'm not going to explain it again. But these 3 are my personal favorite. I've not ran them in a while, and I'm going to change that up here soon. Keep an eye out. I'm going to post some videos of just me running some trains around my apartment on my tile floor. All right, let's go up to the next biggest railroad I got, which is going to be BNSF. So these are my 3 BNSF units so far. On the left here, we got the new scale train C44-9W pre-weathered war bonnet, former war bonnet, number 670. This unit's amazing. I will not be doing a review on it since so many people did a review on them, but you will be seeing it here again when I do some running clips of some trains around my apartment. Next up is another locomotive that needs no introduction. This is a Kato AC4400CW. This is BNSF 5615. It's painted in the H2 scheme. I love this unit. It's never going to leave my fleet. This has got an ESU Loc pilot in it. Eventually it's going to get Loc Sound V5, and I'm thinking about adding a scale sound system speaker into it. I've never tried them, so I think this would be a good project engine to try the scale sound system in. And the last engine here on the right is a MTH BN Santa Fe 620. This is as original paint, but it will be getting weathered into BNSF 620. Now, the cool thing about BNSF 620 is, as we can see here on the 670, it's got this BNSF patch. The patch was applied to this locomotive, but by 2012, the patch completely disappeared on this locomotive. So, basically, the only thing I gotta do is dull the paint up a little bit, make a small little patch, take some tape and make a small little patch mark on both sides, and then do a little bit more fading, and then remove the tape. So that way you can see where the sticker or the decal was. But as this thing was sitting in between 2012 and 2017, the patch completely faded off of this locomotive. So it's pretty much back. It looks just like a weathered Santa Fe. Can't even tell it's a BNSF model. Now, with the newest announcement from Rapido Trains, I will be adding a 4th BNSF locomotive to my collection. The BNSF SD70 Mac in the old BN scheme. I think that's going to go great for these 3, especially. This one I might sell off after I weather it. I don't know yet. I don't know if I'm going to keep the MTH or not. But I know I'm keeping these 2, so I'm thinking those 3 would be a perfect set for a run-through freight train. All right, next off, we're going to do the other railroads that I only got 1 or 2 models of each, so let's go to that. So the first group here, it needs no introductions. This is Union Pacific. This is my completely custom, super detailed Athearn Blue Box AC4400CW. This currently has an ESU Loc pilot installed on it, and it's got working headlight, ditch lights, lit number boards, lit walkway lights. Now, I'm pretty sure this engine does not have ground lights, but I'm pretty sure it's supposed to, so I will have to be adding that eventually. Next up, this is my Scale Trains ES44AC in Union Pacific. This was a cool find at a train show. I did a trade with my American Train 250. Not 250, but my American Freedom Train number 1. Great trade. I love that. It was a great trade. Not regretted. The only thing is, this needs a new decoder in it, so unfortunately, it's currently down for the count. The next 4 here need no introductions as well. These 2 are both Intermountain ES44s. This is ES44DC, this is ES44AC. These are the 2 demonstrator locomotives that were originally built to demonstrate the GEVOs. 2005 here no longer exists today. It has now been rebuilt into General Electric. 2010, the Evolution Hybrid. 2011 is still kicking out there today on the test track. And you can see it every now and then up in Erie, Pennsylvania on the test track, and I love seeing that unit. Next up, this is a Rapido Trains. This is my only Rapido Trains locomotive I own. This is an Montreal Locomotive Works M420R. It painted up in the Oil Creek and Titusville Railroad. This is how I saw it when I went on the first time when I went on the OC&T. So when they announced this model, I picked one up from my local train museum. Probably paid a little bit too much, but you know what? It helped them out. Lastly, this is my only Canadian locomotive. This is an Intermountain ES44DC. This locomotive has got a Digitrax 8-function decoder. I think it's a 187. 21-pin decoder in it. And this will eventually get Loc Sound V5 and a scale sound system speaker in it. This has got custom phosphor bronze handwheels built by me using Tissue Train Group wire and KV model stanchions. I think this turned out amazing, and I really like the brass/etched handrails that I put on this engine. The only thing is, this engine is also currently down for the count. It also needs this engine needs a new motor. This is from the first run of GEVOs that Intermountain did, and unfortunately, they did not have the best motors. In fact, this motor is already crapped down on me, so I will have to be spending $30 to get the Northwest Shortline replacement motor. All right, next up here we got my New York Central collection. So here we have two NTH L3C Mohawks, both with Proto Sound 3.0 in them. They're both numbered 3064. One of them's going to get renumbered to 3050, the leading locomotive of the L3C subclass. And then the other one's going to say 3064, so that way I have both the leading and the last engine of the subclass. Next up is the Broadway Limited Imports. Niagara. This was originally a Quantum Sound model, but I bought it off of eBay for repair and fixed it up the best I could. I got parts from them. The only thing I got to do is I have to replace the front pilot here with the correct pilot. Right now it's got a Santa Fe pilot, and I found parts to do the cast pilot like this. Speaking of cast pilots, next up, this is a Bachmann New York Central Niagara that I've converted to DCC. This has got a Digitrax decoder, same thing with the other Niagara. They both got Digitrax DCC decoders in them. Eventually, they're both going to get sound in them. But these are great models. I love them. Next up is another locomotive that needs no introduction. This is my Bachmann J3A Hudson. This one's got TCS Wild Sound. The original decoder in it fried on me, and that's what was causing all the motor problems. So I recently replaced it with another TCS Wild Sound, and now it runs like brand new. And even the motor actually runs at slow speed steps without jumping. Next three locomotives here are three Proto 1000 Erie build locomotives. I got two A units and a B unit. All three are power, and all three have a Digitrax decoder installed. It's a simple DH 126. It only has the front headlight. Next up here are my two New York Central E8 locomotives. Both of these have got Digitrax decoders. They originally had Locpilot, but I stole them to match them up with the rest of my modern fleet. So both of these now just have a simple Digitrax DH126 in them, which is all what they need because they only have a headlight and number boards, which a little bit of CV programming. I don't need the rear light, but yeah. So that's my entire New York Central collection. We'll head off now to the Steam Excursion collection. So let's go to that real quick. And the last part of my collection is my Excursion steam locomotives. All these locomotives are either modern steam Excursion stars. So all the way on the end here, we have a Bachmann Pierre Marquette 1225. And this one I've done quite a bit of work to. It's got lit marker lights. I got to hook them up to the decoder, but yeah, I put LEDs in the marker lights, and now it's got lit marker lights. The next engine up here is another engine that needs no introduction. This is my Proto 2000 Steam Heritage Collection Nickel Plate Road 765 Berkshire that I custom painted and decaled. This thing has got an ESU Locpilot in it. The Bear Marquette's got a simple Digitrax 126 decoder in it. Next two locomotives are my only two streamlined steamers, and both of them are running steam engines in real life today. So off to the left there is the Scale Trains, Fox Valley Models, Norfolk and Western Class J with ESU Lock Sound V5 with working smoke and all the lights. There's a review up on my channel, so go check that out. The engine directly to the right of it is another engine that needs no introduction. This is my Southern Pacific GS4 number 4449. This is an NTH model with Proto Sound 3.0 and with working smoke. The only thing that I've done to it is I added the pipe conduit coming out of the nose headlight here going up into the shrouding using some phosphor bronze 0.015 wire. Last but not least are my two big steamers of my collection. On the left is Union Pacific number 4014. This is my Paragon 4 BLI. big boy is it's set up in the modern Excursion version with the oil tender from $39.85. Currently, this locomotive is down due to the fact I need a new board inside the locomotive itself. The board no longer works. I can no longer get the headlight to work. So I need a new board. The headlight still works. I've unstarted it and tested it. So it's not the headlight, it's the board. That's why this dome cap's missing, because it's currently sitting on my workbench, but I brought it out for the video. Last but certainly not least, here is my newest steam engine to my collection. This is Union Pacific number 3985. This is also made by Broadway Limited Imports. And this locomotive is special because this was their first engine they ever did for the Conductors Club locomotives. Obviously, when I heard about the Conductors Club and that they were offering the 3985 for $350 with DCC sound, I instantly stepped on it. I instantly jumped on it. The only thing I've had wrong with this engine is that the smoke unit from the factory was junk, so I contacted BLI. They sent me a brand new one. This engine's been running flawlessly ever since. Both of these have working smoke units and have the whistle steam feature. This engine was supposed to get a review on my channel, but by the time I got it, there were so many other reviews out that the market was saturated. So you'll be seeing some videos of this running. I am planning on heading back home here in the next week or two. So we'll be seeing this thing run around the Lakeshore Railway Museum's layout and my old layout. It'd be cool to see the Challenger hauling the Excursion contest. But there you go. That is my entire roster of 2026. I hope you guys liked this video. Please comment down below if you got any questions or anything else you want to say. But I hope you guys enjoyed. And stay tuned for the next video, which should be some clips of some of my engines running around both my apartment floor layout and at my old layout and at the Railway Museum. So hope you guys like it. And stay tuned for the next one. Bye.